because it has maybe that I don't know how it was, maybe it has a cookies or it that your big people in that your location, in that your office, that same laptop that they are using, you now think you are enforced with and on buyer's laptop, buyers are not even seeing your gig. It is because of the number of staff in a particular location and IP. That is why they were able to see your gig. So it's not based on your keyword. The intentional. You have to be making deep research about that. Now, number two is we have use of gig title. Gig title. Our gig title also has a lot to do. Our title, mainly reading your gig title. When you have a create search Shopify website, Shopify store. So it is not finding bringing people. You are just telling people a redundant. That is, your title must be creative. It must include the primary and the benefit of that. I write e-commerce content. I write my store. Full stop. There is this just perfect that Fiverr used to bring. Let's always make sure that our gig title doesn't exceed that thing. Just perfect. Gig not meant to stop your keyword. We already have the search tags and the tag of our keyword. We already have um the description for our non-peak keywords. Those two areas are enough for us to stop our keywords. Let our title be strong. Let our title be strong and what? And straight okay work. You see that okay work will not allow your gig. They will not accept it. And this thing also is people of Fiverr. Fiverr will not let you know their secret. So that's why some gig you create them active. They are not alive in the marketplace. Buyers are not seeing it. You are the only one seeing them. Your gigs are in spam. Your gigs are not appearing in all these little mistake, grammar mistake, keyword error, a lot of things. Another thing is description. When you look at majority of people description, are you looking for? Are you looking for? Stop the search. The same because everybody is using. And as a marketer, you should know that you should be creative. You are sweet buyers. You are not good. To rank your gig. Then another thing is call to actions. We don't really use call to action our in our gig description. Our call gidi náà ni Olamide, best regards, Joseph. That's what we used to do. It should be keyword. Then it should be a hook between your introduction line and your middle sentence. That's why when you look at some other people, you see them mentioning things like, what you from me, why you should order me, are you confused, are you lost, come back here. Things has a lot to do. When your content work line discussion same thing applicable to when they align somebody can give the other it doesn't align with what you want to do in wahala tin awa. That's why you see seller disapproval every time. Another thing is gig image. Creating a high converting gig gallery. Many of us cannot design, and I see this happening even in the flyer. You design nonsense, learn graphic design on that flyer. When you want to do a service of someone and your gig image is not appealing, just like when we are doing prospecting, if you don't, there's no way you attract prospects. No way you attract prospects. Same thing applicable. There's no way you attract buyer when your designs, and this thing shouldn't really be an issue because Canva is here to help. They are there to help. Second, change the image or context look at activating. Please, some of us the image you will upload, it will be very, very blur. Sales. Fiverr is all about quality, and if you have used Fiverr new before, both, it is what majority of users now. They are no longer going to. It's just like the way YouTube are using AI to write gig. They are using AI to find buyers too. And AI will not sieve or collate gigs for them. AI will narrow deeply on the gigs that are make what they want, and that's why majority of us are not getting this. Look at because your gig doesn't meet algorithm new. At least bí ẹ̀kan àbí ẹ̀mejì kó ti gba brief lórí gig yẹn. Nǹkan tí ọkàn yes, my gig is ranking. So another thing is our gig image and gig video or the market we want to upload. Most of us, when we files, we don't delete their properties. Who call you need to log in, who need delete the properties, who need edit at the same color. Ẹlòmíì tó bá wo gig tó wà lọ́wọ́ ìlòun náà lò gig kan náà ní bí 100 lò. The buyer comes, all of you are using the same gig. There will be issue. You know who to order. Okay, this one you all be saying the same thing. Copy is always not. And Fiverr new has made it easy for buyers to find quality buyers. The portfolio you want, the gig video you want to, somebody is already using it on. The sample you want to use, somebody is already using it on Fiverr. If you claim you know what you want to do, why don't you sit down yourself and craft your own gig image? Anytime I see that, okay, try contact me day before yesterday and say I've seen my gig video more than two people's Fiverr gig that are selling the same thing as I have to go and change that gig video, find another one, because how many clients I know that have seen that kind of that issue and fail to contact. These things they have a lot to do. And then the next point is about our pricing. Basic $50, $450, premium $1,250. How do you arrive at those prices? Ẹlòmíì go mọ gbogbo iye owó tó máa fẹ́ ra hosting, tó máa fẹ́ ra domain, tó máa fẹ́ ra plugin, kò mọ̀ how much this plugin nígbà tó di order kan. Àti àwọn sọ fún báyà rẹ̀ pé go and buy this plugin. Bábẹ́ fún ẹ lé mi ìyẹn fún ẹ quotation. sanwó fún ó sì wà ní ẹlẹ́ra mẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ jù wá o báwo ló ṣe máa fi you easily tell that person is not professional. Same thing applicable to when buyer finish ó ṣe wá sọ pé go and buy this plugin go and buy this. All those things are supposed to be included in your description. That okay, you are buying this thing, you are buying this that we need. What about gig means some people write comments under the inside their gig this thing so that you can know what you're getting. Now, when you are putting your thing, you can consider Fiverr 20%. When Fiverr told you your basic gig should be $80, you too you put $80. Payoneer will remove $3, abi $2. Gig pay will remove $1. When you want to try $1,000 or $2, when you want to transfer to Nigeria, you will remove 1,000 naira. Did you calculate all those things in your gig type, in your gig pricing? If you work with Pakistan or India, they will tell you are paying and you are going to pay for any amount they maybe pay per deduct. Collect all those money from you, except you don't really want to work with them. They don't do $100. You are going to pay maybe 120 and 150. Same thing applicable here. When buyers see your time, they want to know. They should be able to compare and contrast. They shouldn't be reduced price hike. So begin your with service with small money. Begin your gig with small money. That we know you can easily attract buyers. Fiverr favor those that are making money. It is not you that doesn't come on. Like they are getting their 20% on you. And that's why people are rushed to buy to make accounts to level 1 seller. I didn't used to buy review, I never buy one. Account to get to level 1 seller. And the moment you are in that level 1 seller, you be making money. Even now, Fiverr is now giving ads to run ads. Ẹlòmíì tó bá ti lo $50 ọ̀fẹ́ tó máa fún our ad yẹn kò ní lè sanwó mọ́, kò ní fẹ́ sanwó. Because when you run that ad, they will be overdraft for you. Like the one I did last month. I made $75, I made $350 from it. But we pay on that $25 and $75. I will affect myself. So all those Fiverr ones sound about their own 20%. They also have go. They also have monthly. The way we have it. So we go on make 20%. So you should always consider your pricing. That thing is our extras. The extras to align more gig to fair share. So you should know how to make your extras to all your clients. So one which I'll be mentioning is about our rest and delivery rates. Hello, meet your colleagues. When you deliver, and note when you deliver order, maybe you want 3 days. Now, 3 days in here, at least we're going to put this 6 days. If I say they need it 24 hours, if you cannot do it in 24 hours, let them know you cannot do it. You're going to have late. In Fiverr will be what? We'll be monitoring them. Only late order only 10 days late. You are giving a big problem. You are cutting your ranking because you are already telling Fiverr that I cannot multiple orders because they already included accept multiple orders or limited maybe 3 or 5. They will even ask you how many orders can you undo at a go. Now, if you can't undo 3, if you are handling order only 4 days late, definitely 3 orders. All these things they have a lot to do also on our degree too. It's not just buying reviews. It has a lot to do with review. Most of you will buy a review, you give yourself 5 stars. Then the main review government that Fiverr used to ask, so that is what Fiverr used. The one that is 5 stars just for people to see that you have with people. The main one Fiverr used to rank your account is that review that 24 hours they will send to the buyer that what how this thing that I'm saying, if you are used to buy you, one padà send the lẹ́yìn ìwádìí ní 5 star, one padà send nǹkan ṣe pé kó o rate ẹni yẹn, kí ni quality, kí ni response, kí ni qualities of service, kí ni client satisfaction need. Majority of you go and beg buyer to give you 5 star. Have pop up buy I go very good. Element wọ́n á lè sọ ó lè kọ síbẹ̀ pé they requested for review. O yẹ ní mọ̀ ìwọ ò lè rí òun máa rí. So the way to get ahead this is that do quality work for your buyer, deliver on time, smooth communication. Be patient with buyer when it comes to revision. I don't used to put revision into unlimited. Revision normally. But how does it count? This is how revision counts. When you have another, can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I'm going.
So when you have another now.
Yeah, sir.
I'm talking about I'm talking about delivery. Now when you have a review, when you have another that is sorry, I'm lost. Let me trace. Delivery before the deadline, avoid cancellation. Okay. Now, when you have another buyer and you know that you can't deliver within this, just treat straightforward. Let them know you can't deliver within that day. Then be on point. Then another thing is what repeated. There's something I want to mention. Get repeated.
About revision.
I was talking about yes, I was talking about when you are buying and when there are revisions. Then now,
yes,
add your in my own deal, I said I don't used to add unlimited. It is still, and this is how revision works. Order and buyer revision. Only 2 revisions left. So I don't deliver when buyer is not okay. Deliver. I make sure that before I deliver, I will have already sent the projects to them. Let them know. They will make all their revisions. Then the moment they make it, they say good. That is when you will do too much revisions again. Buyer will not know that it is. They will see you as incompetent because they expect you to deliver once and accept one 5-star follow without you begging, without you sending icon 5-star icon to buyer. Because all these things Fiverr will check, and this is how Fiverr used to check. You know, to buy to copy gig here. Fiverr máa yá yẹ. Ìjọ tí tó bá report message, tó máa ní the report. Fiverr máa yá yẹ. Ìjọ tí buyer bá ti report yẹ, máa yá yẹ. And tó bá yẹ ti yá yẹ, it is all these things they will be checking. It is all these things they will be checking. And the moment they see your account is gone, go for it. So you should make sure that all these metrics as I give it. Make sure you follow them accordingly. Give the ranking in your niche. From Fiverr randomly on your niche. So please have a great day today. Wonderful plus God Almighty.
Let's appreciate
coordinator ẹ bá mú ta sọ finish awonu sí yẹn kó mú ta rẹ náà.
Okay, Mr. Shebu Farmer, Mr. Wilson. That is to get our great leader for the wonderful training, and I believe every one of us will a lot of things in training. So thank you, sir. So moving on to our next thing, which is consistency. Have our great leader and extensive. So join up our great leader, Mr. Shebu Farmer. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Wow.
I'm just all professional leaders in real life international. I hope like me some start we should be carry out along the way. And the same time, everything with this is on top of it. Ensuring that I may not know from connect of my vision, my best friend, actually,
Wait, my friend.
and somebody somewhere on the appreciate themselves. So I think that I could not talk to Starlight. I do. Let's appreciate all the adults and all this right now.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Going that bike thing, but that's who that who just okay, sir.
So to that one,
Then
okay. Yes, I'll be taking now. The consistency. You know, from time to time we talk about this topic, they're just like we say, there's nothing new. We only learn and we learn every time. So that we can fortify ourselves and remind ourselves continually on how important to build a successful business as a network marketing professional. So what is consistency? Consistency is the quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way. Always behaving or performing in a similar way. Well, it simply talks about steady and dignity. Èyí tó túmọ̀ sí wípé oṣù tó tẹ̀lé òtún àkànṣe. You know, when we start and we're trying to achieve results, we persist. Which means we stay on activities is going to generate the kind of result that we want. Now, after we stay on this activity and we see the result, then we have to persist on the activities that generate result for us so that we can continually have that same result. That is why it is essential as a network marketing professional that you don't just look at a certain result for a specific period of time alone. You also how you can keep that result coming, because it is purposely that we're able to scale to the next level that we want to attain in our business. So the money I consist in pé à ń ṣe àtúntúnṣe ní àti ìgbà dé ìgbà. So what are we need to consist on at this with real reputation? Number one is team growth and management. Team growth and management. Èyí ní pé tí wọ́n máa dàgbàsókè sí nínú business wa. Lóòótọ́ nìkan ni ó dá wá ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀. But the moment you have one person that's got a team with you, the moment you have the méjì kejì mẹ́ta kò tí ní team lọ bí ẹ̀yà ìgbà sí tí business ẹ̀ máa gbòòrò sí ìyẹn náà nǹkan tó gbọ́dọ̀ consist nǹkan tó máa jẹ́ kí iye tó ṣe marketing. Wọ́n ní òṣàjú lọ́gbẹ̀rún ìtagbò ọlọ́fà ó wá gbẹ̀rún sókè ló fẹ́ kó lẹ́nu. So for you to be able to have a team with your life international network marketing business, you have to prioritize it. That great man has told us very well, Mr. Oluwasegun, the great man. He said that you have to make sure that from time to time you increase your numbers. Yes. Ojáde lónìí o ṣe ojáde lọ́la o ṣe láti ìgbà tí ìgbà máa di omi ara àti ẹ̀jẹ̀ o náà ló fi the next level o jẹ́ ojú distributor náà nìyẹn. Yes. Olójú tó ń bọ̀ consist òun ṣe lóko tó lè di ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ àwọn àǹfààní tó wà lóyìn. You also have to be able to please in your size, increase in your team. Ní nǹkan tó gbọ́dọ̀ tó fọkàn sí bí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó jẹ́ distributor nínú ìwà. The second one is showing up. Now, when we talk about showing up, it simply means you have to repent. Láti ìgbà dé ìgbà, you have to show up in the office. You have to show up at events. That's distributors training, check rally, senior managers training, media rally, leaders training, every kind of training. You have to show up. That is one of the things. At least they see, because every funny at time in our business, I hear some people say that my sponsor is monitor my team. Do I have to go to office at every time? Yes, because in that training is where energy gets renewed. One thing that I mean now, I negativity when you show up, you get renewed energy. That is something that you have to be consistent in. Okay. All right. Now, another you have to consider is personal development. Personal development. You see, we said our 3 daily sometimes using the product, sharing the product and personal development. You have to always for how you can develop yourself personally. How you are in training, how you can get better in knowledge, how you can get better in accountability, how you can get better in every aspect. You see, nínú iléeṣẹ́ yìí, àwọn nǹkan tí people máa yọ̀nà títí nìyẹn. So you have to make sure that you take consistent development. The another consistent thing is the actions that has gotten you to where you are in your business presently. Okay. Our action will make you to get business here. At the beginning, when you start coming to office, you are not really getting the result. But this is the result. You are only showing up. Fantastic. So as you then proceed along, you start learning how to add beat. You start learning how to coordinate. You start learning the basics. You start learning how to respect me. You start learning how to share your opportunity to people. These things. Physics or whatever you have to consist in it. Because you consist in actions that got you to where you are, the better you will be able to do. Just like we say in physics, thermodynamics, we say an object must be in a state of motion except by equal force, or in a state of rest, except upon by a force. So what will help you to keep going, to be able to be consistent, is being able to activities that have gotten you to where you are. And when you're able to keep up with it, becomes easy to double up on those activities, double up the next level that you need to attain in a business. Okay. Now, why is it important for us? Why is it important? Consistency helps us strong business. One thing that I've come to understand our business is for you to be able to enjoy the benefits and the opportunity more, you have to be able to consist. You have to be able to consist. Business. Now, you are a manager, you're a distributor, and you are open to become a senior manager. So you do this, maybe this month, next month, ó consist of àbóṣe distributor next you consist and you able to do the same PV tó ṣe F50 ní 60 ní ó consist ó tún ṣe. Ìyẹn ló máa lè fún ìgbòye àti cancer tó pọ̀. Ó ti wọlé bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn. They make you to be able to make it, be able to vow to get to the next step because you have been able to consist on where you are. But o ṣe lóṣù ó di oṣù tó ń bọ̀ ó pa fún ìkíní ó pa fún ìkejì ó tún pa fún ìkẹta. Wọ́n ní pé tó wá fi di oṣù karùn-ún á ti mú ẹ lára pé tó wá sí lọ síwájú kó máa padà sẹ́yìn. So you have to consist. That consistency helps to restore solid business. It helps you to develop ethics. It helps you to develop into work ethics. Okay. Now, if you are somebody consistency important, consistency as a distributor in your activities, you are showing up in doing your responsibility, in supporting your team, in support around you. You will see them able to become better at your work will be there. Let's appreciate that I always say it, you know, that I value his leadership and I always look up to his pattern in the business. There's somebody that want that one director. If the only reason why he will not show up in any training is he's not a town. He's arriving down from training because he has been developed a very strong work ethics. You know, sometimes I will say, start work, rest, back up. I'll tell him. Why? It's because I have been building this is helping me to understand how to develop a strong ethic. Just consistency that has made it easy to be able to develop that strong work ethic. Another reason why you need to consist is, just like I've said, if you did 500 people last month, you and your team, and this month, so 500 people, if you have a you're only able to say now, if you're able to do that, you will see that before you know it, 1,000 my body will do channel, oh the 1,500, oh the 1,700, oh the 2,000, 2,000, oh the 2,500, because it helps you to be able to scale because you are consistent on all of the activity that is required to build this business and not just build it, to develop a solid one. Now, how do you consist? How do you consist? How consist? Goal setting. That's number one way to consist. True setting of goals. So, it makes it easy to be able to consist. You have to have that. You have to have that. Okay. So that's number one. Goal setting. That's the one way to consist. Number is setting a schedule and sticking to it. That's number two. Setting a schedule and sticking to it. Fantastic. Setting a schedule and sticking to it. Setting a schedule and sticking to it. That's it. Then the third one is reconnecting with your wife. Reconnect with your wife. If you reconnect with your wife from time to time, it will be consistent. And you know, one funny thing that I've also learned is, yes, everybody's wife is usually making money. Just making money. You don't join because of Sunday. But as you go along, having more reasons to want to stay in this business. Now, reminding yourself and constantly reflecting to it will help you on how to consist. Okay. All right. And the last one, and the last one is modeling once. Modeling what you want. That's where people consist. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ máa gbé nǹkan tí yẹ tí mo fẹ́ jà. The distributor wants to become a manager. You have to start modeling and living like a manager. Okay, you are a manager, want to become a senior manager. It is from your consisting in your win as a leader that makes it easy for you. Most importantly, let me just leave us with whatever status we may be as of now, whatever level we may be, we have to ensure we consist. The only thing is a distributor to be. Don't consist on just being a distributor to be. Become a distributor. Stay consistent and scale your business. How about today? Thank you very much. I appreciate your comment.
Applause.
Let's appreciate our great leader. Appreciate our great leader. So appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the training. So we're moving on to our round of session, and we have our great leader for our beginning and our surrounding. So let's welcome our great leader, our energetic leader, because of Mr. Deepak.
Yeah, thanks, lady. Yeah, good morning to you, everyone. Good morning to you, and once again, appreciate yourself for being on this call. Appreciate yourself. We have all our trainers so far. Thank you so much for sharing with us from your knowledge. We really appreciate that. Mr. Olaide, if my network is still stable or not. So
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now, once again, let's appreciate God Almighty and also all the success we have. Let's appreciate appreciate my sponsor Diamond Adjole, my Abiola. Appreciate our Diamond in Abiola, Diamond Alanis, and to all the success against all the leaders on the course today. I appreciate and celebrate all. Now, going straight to our roundup, because our first trainer said something that we see our number 4 trainer, Mr. Shegun Fabio, said. Security we have to forget ourselves because in the beginning God is God and God is God, the word taking you ladder. So I want to know advice or speech is going to come from Dream Achiever. Then any of us that are Dream Achiever, page 49. Dream Achiever.
Yes, sir. I'm Dream Achiever, sir. Page 49.
Yeah, page 49.
Yeah. All right,
all the topics that we've talked.
The major ingredients.
The magic ingredients.
Yeah, the magic ingredients needed to succeed in network marketing are commitment, sincere knowledge.
Number 1 is what?
Commitment. You can't hear you anymore, sir.
You know, there's no way if you are not committed to doing your
Yeah.
Okay, what about now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, the first thing the person made mention is, and the second integrity, sincerity, product knowledge. PV, balance knowledge. PV, early multi buy product out one. Okay. Are you getting the ingredient? Commitment, sincerity, and product knowledge. What can you?
To succeed in anything, being committed is absolutely essential.
To succeed in anything, not in this business alone. To succeed, even to succeed at smoking, you have to stay committed. To succeed in anything, being committed is absolutely essential. Now, also it's money only product knowledge. Also,
doesn't mean you have to be an expert.
No,
you need to be able to know enough about your product, talk about them, and get people interested in them.
As simple as that. Actually, one also be the biggest secret. You want to 5 updates all time, but you have to have basic knowledge about it. You cannot say you are expert on Fiverr. Work all over back here. You cannot tell what stage your gig will be, but you need to know how to rank it. Need knowledge about ranking it. Get buyer interested in what you are selling. You need knowledge about job. You cannot become a technical. You cannot become staff, but you need knowledge about it. You don't have to become an artist. Okay.
All right.
If you are hearing me, you can type 9 in the comment section. But now, the most important is the biggest ingredient, the biggest secret. Mr. Olaide.
Yeah, but the biggest secret in network marketing is the of consistency. A little bit of effort pays off.
Monica kept secrets.
But the biggest kept secret in network marketing is the key of consistency.
The key of consistency.
Yeah, a little bit of effort every day pays off in a big way.
That's what we are saying. After you are committed, you are there, you have the knowledge. You don't just do it one time and leave it. Said is the biggest kept àṣírí tó pamọ́. Àbí pé ní tá máa gbé kept kept test. How about now? Wàhálà ní network Nigeria. It's not the California. Yeah, the biggest kept secret àṣírí tó pamọ́ jù nínú network marketing is the key of consistency. A little bit effort every day pays off in a big way. Àwọn akọrin kan pé lójoojúmọ́ ayé o olúwa ni màmá gbé bọ́dẹ̀ ẹ̀wẹ́ ẹlòmíì ọjọ́ tó bá wù ló máa lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì. But the biggest àṣírí tó pamọ́ jù in this business is the key of what? Consistency. A little bit effort every day. Now, a lot of people now, they will quit because of what, Mr. Olaide?
Because they have the misconception that they only need to sponsor a few people. In a sense, that's true. But those people have to be the right people.
Exactly.
You can sponsor 3 people. You can sponsor 3 people who do nothing, or 3 people who go crazy.
That is. But how will you tell who is ready to go crazy? By doing it little by little, effort every day.
I say now, experience recruiting once, and he said it was in the funnel and putting it into the top of the bottle. Now, if you put a couple drops of water down the funnel, the bottle won't fill up. But if you put lots and lots of drops in the funnel, it is just going to fly around and the bottle will fill up.
Lots of drops in the it's just going to flow after a while. Hello, can you see Mr. Latin? Something. Okay. Now, he said these activities that we need to consist on, this prospecting, this knowledge, this commitment, this sincerity, it's like you putting water in the top of the funnel. Gbogbo alamọ funnel àti rọ afẹ́ rọ omi sí báyìí tá bá gbé sínú ìgò tó bá rọra drop kékeré sí wọn náà mọ tó bá ń dá sí all the drops will add up to a great amount. Now, but one thing I want you to underline is that he said the biggest kept secret is the key of consistency. You need to be ready to do it today, tomorrow, and every day. When you are tired, do it tired. When you are agile and you are fit, do it that way. When you are lazy, do it lazily. The secret is not to get complacent after you are getting results. Yeah, not get you there, but you have to be consistent in seeking for knowledge, being sincere and committed. Applause to God Almighty.
Appreciate.
We have popular. My information is that our Distributors Training is going to be next week, and it's going to happen as a caution. Again, that's when it's going to be effective. So if you have not done it, go and do your PV now. Point value now. can't do your value on time. Let's enjoy our weekend and make it a productive one. Let's have fun.
Appreciate.
Sir.
Carol. Thank you,
Bless
sir.
you, sir. Pass the information on general distributor training next week. Yeah?
Sir?
General distributor training next week.
All right, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right.
So they can change the profile picture into the toy.
You know where you need
training